Hey friends, Beau Rials here. Over the years, I've traveled throughout the USA, literally to every state. I love to travel, and I love my country. So these days, I'm hitting the road to honor and celebrate this great place that we call home. This is American Destinations. The city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. There's a city known for its arts, culture, cuisine, and colonial history. Some call it the city of brotherly love. Others simply call it Philly. But perhaps nobody said it better than legendary comic genius W.C. Fields, who, when asked what he wanted written on his gravestone, proudly stated, "All things considered, I'd rather be in Philadelphia." Way back in 1682, English Quaker William Penn founded the city of Philadelphia to serve as the original capital of the Pennsylvania colony. Just under 100 years later, the proud city of Philadelphia would play an instrumental role in the American Revolution as a primary meeting place for the founding fathers during the birth of the United States of America. What is the most important building in U.S. history? Well, it's right behind me. Independence Hall here in Philadelphia. It's where both the U.S. Constitution and the Declaration of Independence were both debated and adopted. Now, if you're a history nut like me, another great attraction right next door to Independence Hall is where they showcase another famous and historic piece of our country's past. You know, if you get really famous, they put you behind glass. Just behind me is the symbol of American freedom and liberty. It's the Liberty Bell, folks. The iconic Liberty Bell was originally ordered in 1751 to commemorate William Penn's 50th anniversary of Pennsylvania's Charter of Privileges. However, tradition tells us of a chime that changed the world on July 8th of 1776, when the Liberty Bell rang out from the tower of Independence Hall, summoning the citizens of Philadelphia to hear for the very first time the very first public reading of the Declaration of Independence. From 1790 to 1800, Philadelphia served as a temporary capital of the U.S., while construction was being completed in Washington, D.C. And Philly has boasted some pretty impressive residents since then and throughout the years, like patriot Benjamin Franklin, flag maker and seamstress Betsy Ross, author and poet Edgar Allan Poe, and more recently, Philadelphia is the origin of actors Kevin Bacon and Bradley Cooper, as well as TV personality Dick Clark. And then, of course, there was our first U.S. president, General George Washington. Wow, check this out. Now, behind me is George Washington's headquarters here at Valley Forge National Park. Winter of 1777, 1778, we've all heard the stories. General Washington, commander of the Continental Army, hunkered down with his men over that winter and just barely survived to fight the British again. But yet they did. This place gives you chills. Look at this. Can you imagine George Washington walking up these steps all those years ago? Wow.
Hello, father of this country. Knock, knock. I'm here.
Now, when you first journey into Philadelphia via the Walt Whitman or the Ben Franklin bridges, you'll soon realize that this is a town with a lot of firsts associated with it. Besides being home to the first national capital of our country, Philadelphia also features the first bank, first hospital, first library, the first stock exchange, as well as the very first zoo, which is still one of the most popular tourist attractions in Philly today. There's no doubt that the city of brotherly love has plenty to offer visitors, including a wide range of historic colonial buildings, open-air parks, botanical gardens, and all kinds of tours throughout the city. And if you like museums, and who really doesn't, Philadelphia definitely delivers the goods. This town has every type of museum imaginable, from the American Revolution Museum, the Penn Museum, and the Franklin Institute, to the more artistic offerings such as the Rodin Museum, Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts, and the Philadelphia Museum of Art, which is probably more well known for its outside exterior than its archives of art displayed inside, thanks to one very popular motion picture.
"72 steps up to and down from the Philadelphia Museum of Art. Did it just like Rocky, baby, as far as you know."
If you prefer a more eclectic museum adventure, check out the Philadelphia Insectarium and Butterfly Pavilion, the colorful Magic Gardens, or the kids' favorite, the Please Touch Museum, where a hands-on approach is an absolute must. Now, if you're hungry, there are tons of restaurants that feature flavors from all over the world. But if you've never tried a famous Philly cheesesteak, then you simply have to take the infamous Philly Cheesesteak Challenge. Now, in South Philly, you will find the two biggest rivals for the claim of the world's best cheesesteak. To make the rivalry even more enticing, both steak joints are literally located directly across the street from each other. Pat's is noted for creating the original cheesesteak sandwich in 1930, while Gino's, who came along 37 years later, professes to have absolutely perfected this gastronomic delight.
Wow. Holy moly. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, the moment of truth has arrived. Time for my cheesesteak. Oh my goodness. Had General Washington been serving these to his men, the Revolutionary War would have ended very quickly.
I love to travel. I've visited some amazing cities. We'll see you at the next American destination.